Hey, you chose to bring her up here. Are you aware that they all just tried to incinerate her?
She can control the other hosts with her fucking mind!
This season, Maeve has grown so very powerful. She's found a way to access the mesh network and control the other hosts. The one thing that she can't control is humans, and they have captured her.
She's being tortured because they're trying to discover what it is that is allowing her to control other hosts.
Within that sequence, her neck has been cut from the outside of the ear all the way down to the clavicle, exposed muscle tissue inside. Within that, they've put in a bunch of wiring, and you can imagine that they're trying to find a way to tap into her system.
The prosthetics were brilliant, and it's a fascinating process. It takes a long, long time.
She's in our trailer for a couple hours just to get in where her neck is filleted open, her arm is filleted open.
Most of the time, anything that's hyper-realistic, it'll be a medical food-grade silicone, which gives you, one, the haptics, it feels like real skin, and then two, it has a bit of translucency like real skin does, so it reads on camera just like real skin.
That whole sequence of her suffering on the table breaks your heart.
That's close enough, Bernard. She will search your mind and find a message I have left her.
Ford has implanted himself in Bernard. Maeve accesses Ford's consciousness through searching Bernard's mind.
Maeve is laid out, mutilated, close to death, and Ford would come almost like an apparition.
What have they done to you, Maeve?
It's a scene of vulnerability for Ford as well as Maeve, because he confesses, "You were always my favorite." And you realize he tried to chart a path for her escape.
Even in the face of being able to go out into the real world, Maeve chose the love of her daughter over that. And that surprises Ford.
I had a different story in mind for you. Stella underestimated you.
A big theme of the whole season is the way that love and the emotional connections that these hosts were given as part of their narratives were a function of their waking up. Maeve is completely pulled the cover on this thing. She knows that all of her attributes were given to her by designers. She knows that her narratives are written by human beings, and yet she's not going to give up the story of her daughter. She's going to reclaim it.
You stayed here in this world to save your child. So have I.
Ford's a literal ghost at this point. Some form of him has stuck around to guarantee that the prospect of their survival and their freedom is carried out.
He's realized, as a father of a creation, that you cannot dictate the course of your children's lives. And so he tells her he just needed to give her the freedom to make her own choices. And in doing that, he gives her one last parting gift, which is he turns her mesh network back on.